Hey everyone, it's Holyman. Welcome back to another video review. This time I'm going to be reviewing the twin-stick shooter from Housemarque, Alienation. The story of Alienation is pretty basic, and you've probably heard it before. Aliens have invaded Earth. I think they're called Xenos in this one, and humanity has been losing the war for quite a while, and it is up to you to turn the tide of war. While the story does have some pretty cool moments to it, it's mainly there just to give you context to why you are doing some of the things that you are doing. Now, the game looks great, runs pretty well, even with 4 players on screen, and all the environments look distinct from one another, and while the different enemy types carry similar traits amongst themselves, they do look distinct enough so that you can tell what enemy types are which. And the only downside is that while you have different classes that you can choose, and each class does look different from one another, the only way you can, what am I looking for? The only way that you can customize yourself is to choose the color of your armor and, well, your class. And that's it, because all the weapons and all the armor look the same. Alienation is a Housemarque game, so it has twin-stick controls that feel great and responsive, and it has good arcadey fun with all the enemies being varied enough to keep combat interesting and offer up unique challenges. Now, Alienation is in the same vein as Dead Nation, but Alienation has some surprising depth to it. You have a leveling system, and you have different classes that I would imagine all feel unique from one another. Unfortunately, I was only able to play as the tank, but playing with other people online, it looked like that you would, well, you'd have to play each class a bit differently. And each class has perks and abilities that you can upgrade as you level up. And while going through each mission, you pick up new loot and new resources to upgrade said loot. And I really like the resource system that they have in the game because, you pick up low-level loot and you can, low-level resources, and you can combine them to make slightly better resources. And the upgrading works by going into said loot, and each one, depending on the rarity, will have different slots to it, and the color of the slots represent a different modifier that you can upgrade. And so, for instance, a red slot means damage, you have blue slots for clip size, I believe, and so on and so forth. You don't have to put you can put a blue resource into a red circle, but if you put a red resource into a red circle, that gets you more of a boost. You also have a system where you can re-roll different attributes of your gear, so you can maybe get better damage or you can get worse damage. But it's on a scale, and it can't go any lower than a certain point or any higher than a certain point. Now, I really like this because I like the depth of the game because it offers up enough depth to keep everything pretty interesting, but it's not deep enough to where I'm caught in all the details. So for me, it's the perfect balance. Alienation is a great game on the verge of being an amazing game. It has some really great gameplay and has some surprising depth, and the game also looks fairly great and is fun to either play by yourself or with friends. With that being said, there's a lack of character customization, and while the story is not that important for this kind of game, it would have been nice to have a stronger and not so cliched story. Anyway, that's it for this video. Please keep in mind that I do have a written review, and if you are interested, I will post a link in the not the comment section, the description below, so you can go check it out. Anyway, if you like this video, you can hit the like button, share this video with your friends, and you can subscribe to my channel if you would like to catch some more video reviews, and I also do a few Let's Plays. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.